Me, I'm from Congo. I'm born a Christian, like a Catholic, but more I grow old, less I believe. So now I just try to believe in myself. More I grow, more I think that for me Jesus is a fairy tale. We didn't kill Jesus. We were back in Africa doing our stuff. He had been killed by Jew. If Jesus died, it's nothing to do with us. He died for his own people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't die for a Congolese man. Who between Lumumba and Jesus you prefer? I will say I prefer Lumumba. The nation is more important than everything.
Hey, just had a fairly lively discussion with a gentleman originally from Congo with a Catholic background, but has since then abandoned his faith and sees religion as mainly a tool also of European influence to wield power over the world. So does not subscribe to any faith anymore, believes in himself, really. Anyway, I'm gonna put he also has a TikTok, so I'm gonna put his link to his TikTok in the description so you can see more about him. Kolobilanga is the name. And otherwise, have a look, how the conversation went, and let me know what you thought, and hope to see you in the next video. God bless. Do you have any faith? Do you have any belief? Any religion?
To be honest, I'm born a Christian, like a Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah, but more I grow old, less I believe.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
More I grow old, less I believe, yeah. I can say that it's funny because most of people who talk to you about religion or seems like not really good person. You know what I mean? Because my faith declined. More I've been in touch with people who pretending to believe and to be like a faithful Christian. I think I've been more hurt by people who have been like with people with religion than people without. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I just try to believe in myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But okay, so I understand that completely. A lot of people have been hurt by a bad example of other believers.
Yeah.
But what about the faith itself? Jesus, for example, you believe, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? Like, are you willing to throw that away as well?
I think for me now, more I grow, more I think that for me Jesus is a fairy tale.
Oh, you think so?
I think it's a fairy tale.
Okay.
I swear I think it's a fairy tale. No disrespect, because I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did everything by the book.
Yeah.
You understand? I did my baptism, I did my communion. I don't know how to say it in English, but after the communion there is like a
confirmation.
Confirmation?
Yeah. Eat a host.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Confirmation, and I did everything. I've been like, I was very like on point with the Bible, onto my school Bible and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But more you grow, more you try to learn, and more you see that it can't be real. You know what I mean? It can't be real.
Explain to me that a little bit more. Like, how did you come to the conclusion that it's a fairy tale, that it cannot be real? Like, what was your thought process?
Okay. Bon, because you know, in English, you know, it's not my first language. You know?
Sure.
So
I understand. Yeah.
If there is some point where maybe people will not be, but for me, what I think is like, okay. Let's say that you know, where are you from originally?
Croatia.
You're from Croatia, okay.
Yeah.
So I can say, yeah, you are European.
European.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's say England. Me, I'm born in Paris, you know.
Okay.
So I will take like France. Like,
sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Back at the, you know, the Dark Age. Have you learned about the Dark Age?
Yeah. Middle Ages.
Middle Ages, yeah, all those stuff, you know.
Yeah.
At that time, people were like, you see, now we see Muslim people, the way we see them, like we see them as backward, they don't want to be open to the world, to the society and everything, you know. But back at the time in the Middle Age, like if you take Europe, it was the same. People were like true believers. They could kill you if you say even one misinterpreting, you know, if you are misinterpret the Bible, or if you say something that you're not supposed to say, they kill you, they burn you alive. You understand? And that's what we call like the Middle Age, yeah?
Yeah.
If you go fast forward, now in France there is a law. 1905 law. 1905, you know? And this law is like, they separate the church
from state.
From the state.
Okay.
Why they did that? You know why they did that?
Tell me.
They did that because they understand that the religion in himself is a way for the country not going forward. Because when you believe too much, like we call dogmatism, you know what I'm saying? All your creativity go nowhere. And at the same period, you can see the China, they were like the first power in the world. You know that? The Chinese, back at the time. You know what I'm saying? They were the first power because they were like doing some research, scientific, you know what I'm saying? But in Europe at the same time, when you were a believer, you could not even take a body to understand the anatomy. You know that? You know? There is one guy, you know what I'm saying? He had to go, I forgot his name. He had to go like every night to some cemeteries.
To dig up the body.
To dig a body and to try to understand what there is in the body. But the Bible and the church could not allow that. You understand? But now because of this guy, we understand better the anatomy. You understand? If you take even France, do you know the potatoes? The potatoes, chips. Potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah. Potato
in
chips.
France, you know, at the time, it was not possible to cultivate the potatoes. You know why?
Why?
Because the potatoes, the roots come from the soil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for them it was diabolical.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So people were starving.
Yeah.
But it took one guy to understand that no, we can eat these things. We can eat it. You know what I'm saying? And now in France, they lack potatoes. They create chips, they create everything. You understand? So I mean, for me, religion, sometimes they put you backwards.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people think that to have value, you need to have religion. But if you take a 5-year-old son, a kid of 5-year-olds, if I say, okay, a 5-year-old kid, okay, I give you a knife, go and stab the other kids. He will say, no, Papa, I can't do that. Because he got already the common sense. He knows when something is good, when something is bad.
Yeah.
You don't need the religion for that. And when you go forward again, fast forward, you go to Africa. Me, I'm from Congo. You know? And when you take Congo right now, you cannot make like 1 meter without seeing a church. It's full of church everywhere. Everywhere. So if you're white, you want to make good money, go to Congo and open a church. You got blue eyes, you look like Jesus, my friend, you're millionaire. I'm telling you. You understand?
Yeah.
But now, back home, they believe in Jesus in the same way that in the Middle Age, they used to believe.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why we're backwards.
Yeah. Okay, so that's very, very clear to me.
You understand?
Everything.
Even my
yeah,
English,
no,
right?
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, very, very clear to me. But what you've described to me is the abuses of religion by the institution, by church, by those who want religion to use it as a power to achieve some purpose for themselves, right? That's what which I think there's many examples of, many examples of, right? I guess what I was asking you about is behind the abuse, right?
Yeah.
You talked about the Bible, and does the Bible not itself stand true in the sense that it describes the historical events that happened 2,000 years ago?
For me, it's false. Because, first of all, you see, Jesus in the Bible, we can see that if you read the Bible, that he did a lot of good things, yeah?
Yeah.
But there is nobody who live at the same period as him who can corroborate that he did something. I mean, let's say that at the same time today, in 2025, what's your name? Sanyen, okay? Everybody knows that Sanyen did something like he walk on the water, he multiplied bread, fish, whatever you want. In 2025, 100 years later, we got a book that, Sanyen did all that.
Yeah.
But there is nobody in 2025 who can say that when they write book that, in 2025, they saw a guy from Sanyen did this. In no book all over the world, there is one writer who wrote about Jesus, apart from the Bible. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but isn't the Bible itself is multiple books, right? So you take the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. There are four different writers.
Yeah, but they're talking about some things that
they've seen, right? That they've seen with their own eyes, no?
Huh?
They've seen that with their were eyewitnesses.
They have been writing by someone, because we know. If you say, my friend, today we got the capacity to learn. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs someone to believe on. I can understand. But we know that the Roman people sit down somewhere with a lot of scholars. They took this book and they make the book. We know that. We know that at the same time, people in Rome, in the empire, the Roman Empire, people were paying. They used to believe in some gods, you know what I'm saying? Zeus, this and that. We know that. And we know that for them to comfort their power, for them to have like just one belief for the country to go forward, you have to unify all the people under one umbrella. And this umbrella was the Bible and the Catholic Church. But after you can see, when the Catholic raise, after you see the Protestantism, after you see the Baptists, after you see, so there is, like now, 10,000 different type of church.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nobody is happy. You know what I mean? But for me, my friend, it's like, let's say France again. France. Everybody used to speak his own dialect in France. You go to the north, they speak a language. You go west, they speak a language. You know what I'm saying? You go south, they speak a language. It took one man, Napoleon, to say, okay, me, if I want my country to be unified under one thing, I need to impose one language. It's going to be the French language.
Yeah.
It genocided a lot of people in France just for them to be able to speak one language and to be united.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what I mean that is, with all due respect with people who believe, you know what I'm saying? I can understand that. People believe in money.
Yeah.
People believe in God.
Yeah.
People believe in themselves.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone believes in something.
Yeah,
Everyone's
something.
believing in something, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's just depending of people.
Yeah.
Me right now, I try to believe in myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
But
For me, it's a must.
Okay, so think about that, right? So if we reject God, how do you answer like that? Where do we come from? This universe, Like if you believe in yourself, where is the basis for everything come from? Like, who are we? Who are you? What are you here to do? What's your purpose?
Yeah.
What is this universe? Who created it? Like, how do you answer those questions?
Yeah, that's true. But for me, there is a powerful force for sure.
Okay, so there's something greater.
There is something
There's
for
something
sure.
greater. But you wouldn't call that God, or you wouldn't call the God of the Bible, or how would you call
No,
that?
because you can see that even if there is a God, it's not stupid because he makes people different for one thing. You know what I'm saying? See, you're white, I'm black, you're from Croatia, I'm from Africa. You understand? So he knows what he did. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to Africa, the only reason because they believe in Jesus is because they have been colonized, infiltrated, slave, you know what I'm saying? The same as you guys, you know what I'm saying? Back at the time, slavery had been happening to your side of the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, to be honest, it's just a way to control people, you know what I'm saying?
And I can understand that, right? And I agree that's how it's been used in the past, right? But I guess to me, I've come to the conclusion by reading the Bible that actually there is a historical event here that happened, right? The eyewitnesses have recorded something happened 2,000 years ago. Something incredible happened, right? And the more I studied it, the more I was sure that it was true, that it did happen, right? And yes, all of the things that you said are true.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want you to put that, Me, I'm born in Paris. All my ancestors are born in Africa, in Congo, especially. Why my people, or why me, or my people? What did we do wrong? Why? I mean, if Jesus died on the cross for our sin, we didn't kill Jesus. We were back in Africa doing our stuff. He had been killed by Jew. We can see that on the Bible. We didn't kill Jesus. We didn't do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? And when they say he died for the world, for the sin of the world. But back at the time, when we say sin of the world, your world could be just your area. You know what I'm saying? For the people, just going outside his village, it was already the world. You understand? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Just go outside of your region was the world. Because we know that back at the time, it was very clanic. Clan, you know what I'm saying? Tribes, you know what I'm saying? So, man, if Jesus died, it's nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? We did nothing. We didn't sell him back to the Jew or to the Roman. You know what I'm saying? People were in Africa doing their stuff, believe in their own things. So now they want to put on us that no, he died for you. No. He died for his own people. You know what I'm saying? He didn't die for a Congolese man. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you saying that? Why
I
do you
say
think
that?
So?
Because it's in the book. He died for his people. And there is part of the things where he said that he was referring to people who were no Jew or Israelites to dogs. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, there is part like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know, but fair enough. I respect the guy. He did his own things. You know what I'm saying? In his own predicaments. Me, I'm from Congo. If he died 2,000 years ago, it's not my fault. Of my things. He died because his people betrayed him. You know what I mean? So now, what is all have to do with us?
Well, it has to do with the sin, right? Going back to the idea of sin. It wasn't just Jewish people that sinned. So the sin wasn't just because that Jesus went on a cross. That wasn't the sin. The sin was pride.
Amongst the Jewish people. Among the Jewish people. We saw that even in the First Testament. We saw that Moses was there. He has been betrayed by his own people. They're always doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? They are Jews, not Congolese.
But even before Moses even before Moses, before they were Jewish people,
Yeah.
there was still sin, right? You talk about Abraham, you talk about
Yeah.
Noah.
Yeah, but all
There was
them,
a sin,
What is
right?
what is the common point of all those men? They are Jewish.
No, but Noah wasn't Jewish, right? Noah, where is Noah? Like Jews didn't become until Jacob. Jacob was Israel,
okay,
right?
Fair enough. I can give you that point.
Yeah.
But like,
But even going back to Adam,
Yeah, but-
Adam and Eve sinned,
Okay,
right?
but if you
They
take-
weren't white. They
Oh.
weren't white. They were just we don't know.
we don't know. But
who,
when
who
you
they
take,
were.
but when
they
you
were-
take the things in global, you know what I mean. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That we don't need to suffer to. For me, he died for his people. The same way I could say now, because I could say that. Do you know Lumumba?
I heard of the Lumumba.
You heard of
yes.
him.
Yeah, Patrice.
Patrice Lumumba, you
yes,
know?
of course, yeah.
If I say, who between Lumumba and Jesus you prefer? I will say I prefer Lumumba.
Oh, man.
Because, yeah. Because Lumumba, he died for us, for
Right.
Congolese people,
Right.
for our rights,
Yeah.
for us to be men,
Yeah.
for us to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Human being. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
for you, Jesus is Jesus. But for me, that guy is my Jesus, I can say.
Right.
You understand?
But now that he died, he can't do anything more for you, right?
See, no.
For
no,
maybe in his generation he's done something, but for the next generation he can't do anything.
The spirit of the fight, the essence of the fight on the spirit is there.
But he's going to be forgotten.
Because you kill one guy like him,
Yeah.
there is 10,000 in Congo who born to follow his path.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Sure. Yeah.
It's like Jesus when he died.
Yeah.
He died, yes, but the essence, the spirit is there.
Yeah.
And people follow the message. So we need to follow the message. The Congo is going to be free one day.
Yeah.
And every people who did bad things to us, they're going to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to pay for sure.
Yeah, and that,
You understand? See today.
That might happen, but what I'm saying is that Patrice Lumumba could not send the Holy Spirit or Spirit of Lumumba to anyone. Jesus sent the Holy
Boss,
Spirit
what
to the
you-
whole world, right? The whole world.
Man, I told you the definition of the world. Go to the Bible.
Yeah.
The definition for the world, you know what I'm saying, is your world.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not the world like you can see in the sense of now. You know what I'm saying?
No, but there is others, like for example, like Jesus said, I have the sheep who are not of this fold, right? And the fold was the Jewish fold, and he said, I have sheep that are not of this fold, and I'll have to bring them also. And they say, in my father's house there are many rooms, right?
Yeah.
Right, so he's talking about, and the apostles, right? They were sent to the world.
Yeah.
Like the Christianity came out of Africa,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like, where did
Yeah.
what's his name?
Which one?
The Saint Augustine.
Yeah.
He was a North African,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Alexandria, that's where he lived, right? So this is, some of the first church fathers. They were African. They were.
Yeah, but all that.
Yeah, so that's like just shows that it's a global. It's a global.
No, it's a global.
Without borders, without
Like I
race,
say,
without origin, without
If-
ethnicity.
If you put that in the world right now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Everything European is global. You understand? Because you want that to be global. You chose that to be global. You understand? But you need to understand that, you know what I'm saying? There is some country who don't have this mindset of supremacy, this mindset of colonialism, and this mindset of me, the way I am, everybody need to be like this. You know what I'm saying? That is proper to the European people. You know what I'm saying? But us is not the way we see things. That's why we can say that there is different philosophy in life. You can say the Chinese, they are the way they are. The Hindu are the way they are.
Yeah.
The European are the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why the beauty of God is that
Diversity, right?
He put people in
Yeah.
their own land. You know why He did that? You understand? But as a man, because the condition of living back at the time in Europe was so difficult. Can you imagine? That's why in Europe there is like the big engineers, you know what I mean? Because can you imagine to live in the cold? To eat when there is no green pasture?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have to be wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is a must
Yeah.
there is nothing to eat here. So I need to go a bit further. You understand?
Yeah.
But man, in Africa, I'm telling you, You eat a mango. You eat a mango. You take the seed. You throw. You come back 3 months. You see a trees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't have all the same problem.
Yeah, but there's different problems.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't have the same problem, but you got different problems. That's why I'm saying that the perception could be different depending where you're from.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. The world.
But this is the thing. Jesus didn't he didn't speak about the political change and transformation. He talked about a personal change and transformation, right? He talked about humbling ourselves, right? Humbling ourselves, becoming like children, trusting in God, helping the neighbor, helping even the enemy, right? Are those values not universal values for all human beings?
No, because the value is what you do. The value, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to believe in Jesus. You need to believe in Islam to have value. You understand? That's why I try to make a point. You understand?
But we know what happens when people have their own values. We've seen that. We've seen that in the society, right? When people abandon religion, they abandon God. Terrible things happen. Like in Soviet Russia, or as a communist, they were anti-religion, right? They said there was no religion, right?
If it's YouTube. If you want to come to this point, I can come to this point. You know?
Yeah. I guess I'm trying to say.
You're talking about the Bolshevik.
Well, not just the Bolshevik. Like
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
The people of Russia back at the time.
Yeah.
All the Lenin, Trotsky and stuff. All those time lah.
Yeah.
The Bolshevik. All those people.
Yeah.
First of all, they were Jew. On the people who were suffering was the real Russian, the real Russian people who were suffering.
Well, this is.
You understand? That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
You know, you were over there, you came there.
Yeah.
But the knowledge is there. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know, because you know why? Most people, when they see African people, they just think that they are, because African people with the religion is like the kryptonite for Superman.
Okay.
You know what is the kryptonite?
I know kryptonite. Yeah.
Kryptonite for Superman. You know what I'm saying?
I know weakness. I know.
When the African people talk about the Bible, Bible, Jesus, boo. Me, I'm not like this.
Okay, that's
because
fair. Yeah.
I had the chance to study.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
But you talk about the real Russian people.
Yeah.
I've been struggling a lot.
Yeah.
On the 12 people who used to control the Russia, they are all Jew.
Well, I don't know if they're all
no,
Jew.
you don't know. You don't know, but I will tell you the truth.
Okay.
You know
we can even move from Russia. In China, you use the example of China, right?
The China people. I will tell you the China people because
so they also rejected God. They also rejected God, right?
No, yeah. No, they didn't reject it.
Well, they did, right? They did, right? In the communist China, right? The cultural revolution, right?
Boss, I will tell you.
What did they do after the cultural revolution, right?
Because you know.
They killed the elite, all the.
Why they killed the elite? Tell me why.
Because they were seeing them as being opposed to the values of the communism, right? Which was to basically lift up those who are oppressed. They feel like the elite were the ones who were oppressing the weak, right?
I'm very happy to meet you today.
Sure.
You know, it's good. That's the problem with the European people. What they like to do when they say something. They say a story, but now you're telling me a part of the story. Yes, they have been killing people. Yes, the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? But me, as a people who I like the knowledge.
Sure.
I love the China.
Yeah.
I love the Chinese people.
Yeah.
Because now in 2025, they put out of the poverty hundreds of millions of individuals.
Yeah.
We need to respect, as an African, I respect that.
Yeah.
Because they took another way to that to be possible.
Sure.
But you were talking about the communism, the Chinese killing people. I will tell you a story and you will understand why they had to do that. You understand?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Please. Yeah.
Thanks. Have you heard about the Opium War?
Yes.
Okay. So, I will try to be brief to your people. The Chinese at that time, they were the first power in the world, the Chinese that we see. Okay? They were commercing, dealing with English and French. The Chinese sell them a lot of stuff that, I don't know how to say in English, like
silk and other
silk
things.
and
yeah,
other
all
things,
the-
like
all
very
the
precious, yeah?
Spices, all
Yeah,
kinds
a lot of
things,
things, you know?
Yeah. That was the time of Confucianism. Confucianism was ruling in China, right? So they did have a religion at that stage, yeah? I'm talking about
the Confucianism is a state of mind. It's a philosophy.
yeah, but
it's not a religion.
But they had a common
Yes,
philosophy,
yes.
right? I'm talking about after the Cultural Revolution, after the rise of
Yes,
Mao.
not because that's
Okay,
why.
okay,
That's why I say there is everything is linked.
Oh yeah,
That's what
of course it's
that's
linked,
what I'm
of
saying.
course
That
it's
it's
linked,
very dangerous
Yeah.
to people to say, yeah, the Chinese are killing people. It's very dangerous because you need to understand that
Yeah.
at that time,
Yeah.
when they use commerce, they use dealing with like French,
Yeah.
English and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the English and the French people had everything that they wanted to sell to China. China didn't need because they don't eat it, they don't consume it, they don't need that. So they
Yeah.
were amassing a lot of money. So
Yeah.
one day they decide that we're going to invade this country.
Yes.
They took Hong Kong,
Yeah.
they took Taiwan,
Yeah.
you understand? They took, and what they did that, they went to India, take all the drugs, heroin, and followed it to the China.
Yeah.
And the people of China were addicted to drugs, to heroin at that time, that we call opium.
Yeah.
So all the crackheads, they were crackheads in this country. You understand? And for them, it was for the Chinese, it was an humiliation.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know people under influence of heroin, cocaine, crack, what the people can become. And the China was becoming like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one day they had the revolution, they wake up and they say that no, those European people, we cannot trust them at all.
Yeah.
Everything about them, we need to go away from them because they are very wicked.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if you come back to the communism, with the cultural revolution,
Yeah.
what they did is because their country were infiltrated
Infiltrated by the foreign
by the
influences.
foreign and everything.
Sure.
You know, and for them to have their own ideology,
Yeah.
they had to kill all the people who have been in the European school
Yeah.
to teach the Chinese kids
Yeah.
other things that what they will need.
Yeah.
Today in Africa, what we are like this is because you take a 5-year-old or a 70 years old,
Yeah.
they got the same colonialism stand of mind.
Yeah.
They are like already like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so my question is was that okay? Was that okay?
That was okay, yeah.
It was. You're saying it was okay.
For me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That the nation is more important than everything. The sacrifice
Okay.
of a nation,
Right.
of some kind of people of a nation, for the grandeur, for the splendor of my country, every country had a sacrifice.
Okay.
Jesus sacrificed himself
Yeah.
for, like to say, the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can say like the French people. You can see the De Gaulle, the World War II, the World War. The sacrifice for to have a better future and generation is normal. Is normal. You understand? For me.
Okay, but what I think to me is not normal is when the human life becomes cheap. When the human life becomes cheap, right? Because again, going back to what I was trying to say with the example of communism is because at the bottom, the ideology does not see the human life as valuable. And this is what Christianity introduces, right? Christianity introduces the concept of being made in the image of God. So if you're made in the image of God, then every life is precious. Every life is precious. Even the unborn life is precious. That's why we are against abortion, right? But also the weak and the poor and every race, color, creed. Everyone is precious. So I'm not saying that that there is politics, there are political and national movements and ideologies. I'm not here to debate that. This is a different debate. This is a different channel. Well, the reason I was saying is that when we throw God out the door, human life becomes cheap, and then the ideologies that are the strongest, they do with the life what they believe is right. That is why we are seeing, because when the life becomes cheap, a massive culling of life. And when this country, for example, this country in England, when they abandon God, the Church of England, and people turn away from God, that's why we have abortion, Now we have a recent law where the abortion can be done all the way up to the 9 months, and it's fine. No one's gonna be.
In England?
Yeah, all the way up to 9 months. You can kill a baby.
Now?
Yeah, you can kill a baby now, and no one's gonna be taken to the court for it because it's legal. You can kill a. Yeah. And now we have debates, got the law being passed that the euthanasia is going to be legal as well, right? And so this is what happens when you abandon God, right?
Yes.
You cheapen life because you've abandoned the idea.
Give you a point. I give you a point, but you need to understand that if you see the world right now, you can see Russia doing good, you can see China doing very good, Asia, the Asian world near China and stuff, they are doing good. They are trying to come out on top. They're still respecting value. You know what I'm saying? But the problem of European, that is a, to be honest, that is a European problem, because there is some country where go to Africa, let's say, you tell to your dad, no, I'm gay, let's say. You know what I'm saying? You're gay. Here they understand that you are gay. But over there, it's making no sense. For them, you got a sickness. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect of the gay people, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? But in other world, they think differently. You understand? You say about abortion. You know what I'm saying? You say that people also, I will add something. There are some people who are, they don't eat meat. Vegetarians, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you see all that is a luxury for people who eat 5 times a day. You understand? All those abortion, all those things, is for all those women back at the time who got money but didn't want to bear baby. You understand? So I mean it's like, my friend, the real problem is not the world. The real problem is Europe. I'm telling you, it's because you are the benchmark for the world. But you are the one who bring all those bad things, you know what I'm saying? To deviate things and to make it normal. You know what I'm saying? So the revolution should start here. Because
okay, go ahead.
In some other country, my friend, you cannot come and say that I'm gay, I'm a woman, I'm a man, or I don't know, all this type of things, but we respect this because we're born into it. You know what I'm saying? You gay, I'm not going to kill you. But there is some country, they don't understand you. They can't understand you.
Well, anyway, okay. No, I understand your point of view. I guess, but for me, I would say revolution has to start with ourselves. Every single human being has to transform themselves by recognizing that they are sinners, right? And they have to repent, and they have to believe in someone who's the Almighty, right? Who've told them how they should live. And that way is what Jesus said. That is the way, the truth, and the life, right? No one comes to the Father except through Him, right? So if I'm looking to transform myself, I have to humble myself. I have to humble myself, and that is to me where faith is. That is where it leads to.
There is one thing in the Bible, but I don't know how to say in English, but they say like the salut is individual.
Salvation is
individual. Salut is salvation. Okay, okay. I will take this point to make something that to make like a point. I will take these sentences to make a point.
Sure.
Okay. This, like I say, salvation is what you say? Salvation is.
Did you say individual? Individual salvation.
Right. Salvation is individual. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But that's the difference of mindset.
Okay.
Because in Europe, the life is individual. Is you don't do that, you're going to do that. You're going to pay. But in most of the culture all around the world, the salvation is never individual. Because we live as a group. You know what I'm saying? You cannot never say in Africa that the salvation is individual. Because if one got something, everybody have to got something. Do you understand? That's the mindset. In China is the same. In Russia is the same. That's why they do the communism. It's because we don't think about one person, but we think about the group. We think about the well-being of the group, not the well-being of one person. You understand? And this is why now in Europe, for me, is going down. It's because now everybody, me, My friend, I did a lot of job here. My neighbor was dying in this, is dead. 3 weeks, nobody know the guy is dead on these things. You understand? Because nobody care about nobody. You understand?
Yeah.
Because, like I will say, the salvation is individual.
Yeah.
But
but
you know
I don't. What do you mean by salvation? Because when I say salvation, I'm talking about your soul upon your death going to be with the Lord. That is what I mean by salvation. But you're thinking about more about well-being.
But that is spirit. You say that in a spiritual way.
Yeah.
But there is a spiritual way, and there is the action. When they say that, if you do that, you will go there. If you do that, you're going there. You know what I'm saying? But we think as a group.
Yeah.
That means this type of sentences in Africa cannot never exist. You understand? But now it's existing because of what? Of the religion into Africa. Yeah. But at the end of the day in Africa, okay, let's say I will go somewhere else. I'm sorry, guys.
Sure.
But you should have come to me. But you know, let's say something that now we got a problem. Is that there is a lot of people who complain about the immigration, let's say. You know what I'm saying? They're coming in mass here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we are coming in mass, yes. But you are individual. So that's why you think that we come in mass. You understand? Because the perception is different. We come as a family. We come as a group. You understand? We are like link. You understand? But when you see like the English or you take the French, no disrespect, you know? I respect everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, all the church. You go to some church in England, the church is a coffee shop. You understand? So all your way where you could gather, be unite, be as a
one body.
As a one body. You are individual now. You understand? You just think about you. But an African man or a Chinese man or I don't know where he's from. If his auntie is sick, he sends money to his auntie. You understand? The family is not just papa, mama, and the kids. We, the family, is the large family.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So this is why you think that they are like, you know, invited. But you are not invited. You just face people who move differently. And you can't understand that. You understand? It's the same way. If you put that into the Bible, it's like the salvation is individual. But for some people, even though they believe in Jesus, they believe in Jesus, but sociologically, they move different. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is all that I wanted to say.
all right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you for your
time. My name is. I can say my name. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
My name is Kolo Bilanga. You want to see me? You go to my TikTok. Kolo Bilanga. KOLOBILANGA. Kolo Bilanga. Go to my TikTok. You will love it. Yeah. No problem, you know.
All right, Kolo Bilanga. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Yeah.
I wish I was not too.
No, you were just honest, man. Honest. That's all we're here.
Thanks for your job. Thanks for your job. We like it, you know.
Thank you.
Family, yeah. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you.